What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Deej, man. Huge breaking news, man. I've been trying to get this sports overview video out for the last moves. As y'all know, Geno Smith was traded to the Raiders. I'm gonna give a background and analysis that when that's moved, Mike Gesicki re-signs obviously with the Ravens. Gregory Rousseau returns, gets an extension with the Bills. Ronnie Stanley returns to Baltimore on a 3-year, $60 million deal to stay in Baltimore. Keeps Lamar Jackson's longtime blindside protector, when healthy, one of the best left tackles in the game in Baltimore. But let's talk about Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett agrees to a record-setting I can't even speak. A record-setting deal with the Cleveland Browns after originally requesting a trade. Myles Garrett is signing a 4-year deal worth $40 million, $123.5 million in guaranteed money. This is the highest paid defensive player, not only in the game, but the highest paid non-quarterback in the game. $40 million, a huge extension for Myles Garrett. And what a come together, what a truce, right, for the Browns and for Myles Garrett. I apologize, I can barely speak. I'm about to head to an event right now, but a gathering. But Myles Garrett, right, originally requested a trade, did not like the direction of the team, where it was going. Obviously, him not making the play. I think since Myles Garrett has been in Cleveland, as great as he has only been to the postseason once, if not twice, with the Cleveland Browns. They have had a nagging door of just the quarterback position not being able to be solidified. They are likely now, with this extension being done, potentially now, their odds for taking a quarterback, I would assume, would go up now. Now, again, the Cleveland Browns can say, F the Titans, or let's say, right, if the Giants do trade up, or a team trades up to number 1 to get a quarterback, the Browns are at 2. The Browns could just say screw it and just draft Abdul Carter and have the best probably edge rushing duo in the game on paper, right? It would be incredible. But Myles Garrett returns to Cleveland. What a come together. What a true set together, right? This is according to ESPN, Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport. Shout out my boy Telly for letting me the news first, of course, as well. Telly Dove. But the deal is done. Myles Garrett is staying in Cleveland, and money talks, right? This is basically how you got to put it. Money talks. And what a come together, right? Get things back on track for the Cleveland Browns. I keep saying Baltimore Ravens. The Cleveland Browns. So they keep their star pass rusher. And I think it was important. The Browns made it clear they were not trading Myles Garrett. They made it clear they had no intention, even with Myles Garrett's request, they were not going to trade Myles Garrett. They were going to try to figure something out. They were not letting this player walk out the door. And it's right. You're right. You do not let, yes, draft capital, trading a lot of draft capital, right? And especially if you want to rebuild is important. But I think Cleveland, they don't want to rebuild. They are not in a rebuilding terms right now. Their goal is to win and win now. And you cannot do that by trading a generational top 5 defensive player in the game. You just can't do it, no matter how many picks you get, no matter saving the cap space and rebuilding. The Browns don't want to rebuild. They want to get this quarterback situation taken care of. And now I think they will take a quarterback. I understand Abdul Carter would make a great duo with Myles Garrett, but I think they're going to take a quarterback at 2, whether that be Cam Ward or likely Shedeur Sanders. I think they will take the swing and take the quarterback, and they want to try to get this quarterback situation patched up so that they can win and compete, because they've got a good roster. The Browns, other than the quarterback position, to me, have a good roster. Jerry Jeudy's coming off a top 5 receiving season. David Njoku, when healthy, is a really good tight end, top 10 tight end in the game. They've got a good defense, and it helps now that you have Myles Garrett still there. They've got so many pieces: Denzel Ward, Juan Thornhill, Grant Delpit, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He was injured last year, but him coming back would be important. David Odingbo, or one of their other edge rushers, I can't remember, Oso Odigizua, I think his name is, Oso, something like that. I can't remember his name, but really good player. So they've got some pieces, man. Cleveland, they're trying to win. They're trying to compete, and why not do that by keeping your star pass rusher in the game? So Myles Garrett returns to Cleveland on a massive deal, resets the market. And remember, I made the video, right? I made this video talking about players who could reset the market. Myles Garrett is on one of them. It's going to be interesting, right? What do the Cowboys do? How does Micah Parsons? See, the Cowboys, with them waiting, how their process is, it's unfortunate, because now Will Micah Parsons reset the market? I don't think you can pay Micah Parsons that much money. I think you can pay him like $38 million maybe, but I don't think $40 million. I think Micah Parsons could get $40 million from somewhere else, but from what Dallas is doing, paying Dak $60 million, you're paying CeeDee Lamb $35, you're paying Micah Parsons $40 million. And it's not just, oh, you're paying Micah Parsons that much. No, Micah Parsons is worth that much money. He's that great of a player. But Dallas, to me, does Micah Parsons reset the market now that Myles Garrett has this extension? I don't think with Dallas he resets the market. I don't even think, period, he resets the market. I think he's going to get an extension, but now with Dallas waiting and not getting this done, it does put some pressure on him, right? Do you give him that much money or do you give him something less? So it'd be interesting to see what they do. But Myles Garrett back in Cleveland. He stays in Cleveland after wanting out. They get the deal done. Money talks. That is basically the theme of this video. Money talks. They gave him an offer he couldn't refuse. I'm like, well, we'll make you the highest. We'll not only make you the highest paid defensive player. We'll not only make you we're going to make you the highest paid non-player. How about $40 million and $123 million fully guaranteed? It's basically what they did to get Deshaun Watson. That's basically what they did. I don't want to compare it to that, but when Deshaun Watson didn't want to go to Cleveland. But what did Cleveland do? They gave him an offer they couldn't refuse, and he took it, right? So Cleveland, but it makes sense, right, to do it with your best player, Myles Garrett, your franchise player, Myles Garrett. You give him the highest paid, you give him a huge contract. So great job by the Browns. You got to give them nothing but credit. They made it clear they're not trading their guy, and they give him an offer he couldn't refuse. So great, and obviously for Myles Garrett, I mean, you can only do nothing but respect him. Whatever he wanted to do, it was in his best interest. He wanted to win, and that's really his thing. But also, man, you got to get paid, and you got to get paid, man. It's about getting paid. It ain't just about the money, but it's also about getting the money. You got to get paid. When you get an offer like this, and as great of a player you are, you cannot turn it down. So Myles Garrett, congratulations to him. He gets paid. He gets a huge extension to stay in Cleveland. I got some sports overviews coming. Free agency tampering period opens tomorrow. Again, I got some other background analysis. I want to do some background kind of analysis on the Geno trade to the Raiders and what the Seahawks will do moving forward. So we'll see. But Myles Garrett staying in Cleveland. Thank you, guys. Have a blessed day. Be safe. Deej Sports out.